Hello everybody and welcome to Mondoid, your one-stop shop for all things Project Zomboid, and this week, relief, as Project Zomboid is finally out on Steam. That's right, this particular blog is going to be short and sweet, and so will my video on it. So for those of you who don't know, before we get into the thanks, every Monday, the Indie Stone posts a blog up on their website, keeping the community in the loop as to what's going on. They have things like their development plans, what's currently in development, their plans for the week, where the game is currently at, mod highlights, ask them anything, just a whole bunch of stuff. And every Monday they post a blog to make sure that there is communication between the developer and the consumer. And this has been going on regularly for close to 50 weeks now. I've been doing it, very close to 50 weeks, maybe even actually having hit 50 weeks recently. I have to check when I actually make the video. And I, every week, make a video about the blog. I talk about the blog, I break it down, I try to explain things if they're more technical. I try to give, or should I say, I always give my personal thoughts on the development and the state of the game and where things are currently sitting. And I am not shy from critiquing the developers. So if you think this is a blog that I sit here and I, jerk off the developers every day, it's not how it works. I am definitely one to critique them when I feel the critique is necessary. But that is what this blog is all about. So for those of you who have just picked up Project Zomboid and are learning all about the development and the community, welcome to the Horde, and I hope you guys are here for quite a long time, as the community itself is quite great. So, onto the blog itself. It literally quite is short and sweet. They're thanking everybody for everything that happened, the mods of the forums, all the consumers who picked it up, everybody who's been playing the game, everybody who's been putting in useful critiquing and input about bugs, and other things that need to be fixed, and thanking everybody who streamed and did YouTube videos. And they also have a couple links that you might want to go check out as well. There's a link to a big old map project, so you can go check out the map if you want to see just how big the game is. And what else do they have? Oh, and it looks like Captain Binky, Andy, is going to be doing a talk on pixelating the apocalypse this Wednesday at Bradford Animation Festival. So a lot of artwork-focused stuff going on there, which is awesome. If I lived in England, I'd be there. And that's literally it. That is it. They're thanking everybody. And I want to take the time to kind of lump in with them and say thank you so much, everybody who was a part of this weekend. It was probably one of, if not the craziest and busiest time of my life that involved YouTube and just new media stuff in general. There was an entire day I spent, Normally, if a day consists of maybe recording 2 or 3 stuff, editing, rendering, a bunch of stuff. But there was one day, I think it was the Wednesday before the launch. So this past Wednesday. And I had planned on doing an early look of the game. And that early look was me being, kind of approaching the game from an objective standpoint. Knowing the game is early access, but what I think could be improved, what I like, what I don't like about the game. And I spent the entire day recording that video because I wanted to get it, right. I had spent hundreds of hours with this game already, in the past 2 years, and I wanted to make sure that I had gotten it right. And, it was really hard. It was really hard. Fun fact, it is almost impossible to try and approach a game from a new player's perspective when you've been playing the game for so long. And that's what that video is all about. It's for all the new people. And I just found myself getting too detailed and maybe talking about things that weren't important. And I just spent an entire day recording the video over and over again. And I just couldn't get it right. And the video that's out there now, I'm still not 100% happy with. And I had to just tell myself, Mathis, you're never going to be perfectly happy with this kind of thing. You kind of just have to take what's the best and go with it. So that was crazy. Just trying to get that one video done and get it under standards that I was happy with was really hard. I also me and Dean put together that nice top 5, beginner's guide tips for Project Zomboid, as well as recording a brand new Zomboid series that was going up on the channel. Also maintaining my regular stuff like Crusader Kings 2 and other things that were going up on the channel that needed to be there. And then with the whole early access fiasco that happened, that the day Project Zomboid went up, they removed all early access games from new release tabs, which, now that I have time to relax and think about it, I think it was the right decision. I just think there should have been a kind of letter gone out to developers that were coming out with early access games that this was going to be a change, so they could maybe adjust their promotion accordingly. Either way, you know, I that spurred on a whole video that I recorded kind of without a schedule. I just was like, I need to do a video about this, and I ended up doing one, as well as streaming on Friday night, doing a 10.5 hour stream on Saturday, and popping by streams all day on Sunday and having videos. It was bonkers. So for everybody who has been super supportive and swung by my streams and swung by other Zomboid streams and checked out all the videos, thank you so much. It was really, really fun, and I really look forward to seeing what this next step for the game is going to be and what they're going to be bringing us with the future updates. Make sure you guys swing by every week for this particular blog segment. It's always really fun to see what they're up to. And that's it. So if you are at work or whatever, I hope this particular video helped you out. There was really not much to break down. Don't really want to bring down my thoughts on the game right now because I did that this weekend with the early look. If you're curious about that early look, you can pop into my recent videos and you can see the early look right there. It's probably 4 or 5 videos back by now. If you're one of those once-a-weekers, I will see you next week. If you are a regular, I will see you later today. And as always, I will see all of you next time.